All right, what's going on, trader friends? I'm already done Tuesday one and done. Nice liquidity sweep. I recorded my screen live. I'm here to share it, go through the whole motion, the pre-market, how it's set up. So yeah, stick around and find out. Let's go. All right, we got 5 minutes till the market opens. Let's see what the profiles are telling us. I already drew my levels here. So got the high, the low, got value with its POC here. So at the moment we are about to open basically at the POC, which is going to be the most balanced open there is. So the highest probability trades initially are going to be on the extremes. Look for absorption, or I'm going to look for absorption. And if that fails, potentially move out of balance. But up on open, I want to be very patient here. You can see it too in the weekly. This is the prior weekly high volume node with its POC. Price is trading inside of this. So we're getting acceptance of this price. So this is very balanced price action at this point, unless we really start rejecting that level again. Yeah, to be seen. I don't have that much expectation today, even though it's FOMC later on tonight. It's still holiday, volume is low. Yeah, let's see if we can find a trade. I need to cut up some. Right, entry chart here. Just drawing out here the initial draws upon liquidity. I got equal highs on top here. And this low here for me is going to be the line in the sand, even though it kind of swept already before. Get these equals here, price sweeps, then this becomes the invalidation point. Yeah, I'll just use this one because it's also the overnight low, so that lines up. And then see what happens if we breach that level. So up on open, this is basically what I gotta do today, the only thing. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Wait for price to trade outside either of those liquidity points and see what happens here. As long as price trades above, I don't want to short. I want to wait for price, potentially look for absorption on the top and look for absorption on the bottom. And then if price regains, this is a high quality setup if I can get it here. There is possibilities to enter earlier, but the expected value of the trade goes down. The highest probability will be if we start trading back into that range, and same on the top. Once we start rejecting that level again, the highest probability is right here for a setup. Setups are doable above it, but yeah, less probability. So I kind of want to wait for price to regain those levels. And then the other probability is, for example, because we're kind of opening on the downside here at the moment. If we sweep that level and we don't come back to that level, shorts only. That's why the highest probability is when price regains that level. There also is a possibility for a sell-off. It retraces and then it's unable to trade back inside of it or barely, and then still rejects, still short side, and then look for lower. Yeah, that's basically the game plan, and then use the profile levels as a guide. Once we start getting back in that 620, this is where it's gonna get interesting here. Everything above is still very good for upside overall. I am recording. Yes. Might want to add sweep levels here. Very, very likely to sweep that level. Be a nice setup to the upside though if we sweep, regain. Market's opening up here. So much for the sweep on the downside. And I want to mark the open here. So even though we're like opening up in range and value, it's very balanced. I look less at the opening drive, the opening type, but it does tell a lot. If price is opening up here, moving up, and we are not retracing, I don't want to short that initially at all. Especially with that much of liquidity on top. If price trades here, price is able to do a lot of business up here, so it's very, very likely for price to get on top or get below here. And if it's not, then I don't want to be part of it at all, because then the volume is just not there. Everything set up. So I do got my live account, and I got 4 my funded futures evals. Those are 50K, so I will be trading micros with a $600 daily stop, and I'm using my live account as leader. First time copy trading with a DeepCharts, so that's going to be interesting. So as of yet, very lackluster open. I was expecting for it to immediately look for that drawn liquidity on the top side, on the bottom here. As I said, I don't know if I want to put any trades on. This is very, 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 very balanced, and price is just acknowledging that it's balanced. Maybe I'm just a little bit impatient. That could be a thing too. see if they hold here. I kind of did an internal sweep. Not something I want to be part of. Basically created the order block here. This would be the entry. Not the biggest fan of this trade location at all. Also could use this the big trades here for a retest or the immediate rebalance. This is just the safest way to enter, to be in for sure, but there's like valid levels above to enter to. But yeah, don't want to be part of this just yet. I want to be part of it on the extremes and not in the middle. Buyers getting absorbed here potentially. If this seller gets agreed upon, we will sweep. We start trading above these, probability of the highs is there. Very, very choppy open. Happy to not be trapped in a position. Looks heavy though. Before that big level from yesterday. This little line here was yesterday's overnight opponent control, and right upon that level was a very, very big aggressive delta, buying delta. I'm just marking this out. This could be an interesting level here. Do want to see a little bit more of a sweep. This could always be one tick sweep, but is it gonna be a one tick sweep? I mean, it could. Definitely could. Let's see a close above. Definitely not the biggest fan, but I could give it a try. It did technically swept it to it thick. As long as we're not closing above the lowest closing candle here, I'm not touching it. Basically gonna be this one, so I have to see a close above this. And I'm not the biggest fan of this structure using that technique. Kind of want to see price really trade down a little bit more, extension, aggression. Because at this point, these are trapped and these are trapped, and we're just basically trading in between. That's what I want to see. Come on. Absorbed. Potentially. We need to see some closes though. Kind of want to see it close down. I want to see price basically set up, round out here. Just using this measurement tool to see if my stop makes sense, or to give me a gauge of what my maximum stop is going to be. Is there any type of news? Very noisy at the moment. Lots of big trades here, absorption. Price is not really pushing through. Kind of want to see it push through here. This is already looking like a better candle to use as an order block. Why can't I put on a trade? What is going on here? Want to go long? What is this? Arithmetic always supports what? Right, then we just do it without copy trading for now. What happened here? Swept that low, got liquidity. There's a ton of people trapped. Doesn't mean my trade is a for sure thing, but it does help me. Now I want to see these buyers win. Let's see price trade above. I especially want to see that orange line hold. Could potentially start trailing if we go up above these levels here. I will. But pop it right here though. If it breaks the levels, I'm going, yes sir. All right, what is this trade about? This is a 1.9 R trade. We do have to see continuation, obviously. It's looking really good. So one of the things with liquidity is if one side is swept and we trade back into a certain range, its goal is to look for liquidity to the opposite side, opposite liquidity. And it's playing out beautifully here. I'm going to break even. That's what I'm going to do. Don't want to see absorption though. It's a very tricky day, so probably will start trailing some pretty soon. The candle closing in like 20 seconds. Can we get the pop? It's very likely to pop. I don't want to give profits back to you. Just wait out for a minute. Wait for the close. Wait for price to tell me it's gonna go reverse. Push through, buddy. Once it hits prior value area high, I'm very likely to drop. Trail here. Trying to be patient. Dropping it right here. Gonna be a little bit greedy. Come on, buddy. Sweep the level. I'm going for the moonshot here. I will start trailing very aggressively if we start trading above, as if I were taking profit, but I want to give it room for the pop. I don't know how much it's gonna pop. If it pops, could reject right here at value area high. This is the point of rejection. Do want to give it a little bit of room, or kind of want to see it start trading above. A big trade here, otherwise these are going to be absorption, and then price very likely to reverse. Buyer stepping in. Come on, buddy. Push through. We pop price wick high. I'm trailing tight. It's starting to look like absorption. It has to push through. Don't want to see it use as resistance here. Boom. And then probably goes up straight to the target. That's how it usually goes. That's not too bad, 400 bucks. I'll take it, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with my trade copier, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.